You do a whole lot of shit that's not Asian,
no,
but this is
I feel like
no. You lost your whole Asian card with this one. I'll talk a bunch of shit, but you don't get no rice or ramen no more ever in your life as of today. Fuck no.
Yeah, we're just gonna start this shit live.
The only time I caught the Holy Ghost was when I was in church drinking.
Like they're two dumb dudes. Welcome to the latest episode of Sarat and Chris's Movie Therapy Podcast. I know your phone's on silent, but that's a loud ass shirt, bro.
Hey, don't hate. Don't hate. Can you see it?
Oh yeah. I'm sure Juan loved the $30. I actually like it.
It was 22.25 to be honest with you. Not
like
quite 30.
Well, because I mean, it's like sometimes you know some of those shirts, like when they do like the anime on top of the fake, whatever designs, whatever, it looks weird. But I actually like that one.
No, like now you're gonna try to bullshit. I don't believe this is real. I want to say I talked to you about this before because I don't know how you'd have. Look, I don't know how you'd have a. Hold on, let me stand up for a second. A Majin Vegeta, whatever, on a Louis Vuitton print.
First of all, not only is that Majin Vegeta, but that's Louis Vuitton and Supreme. And you said I don't want to say it's not. Of course it's fake, bro. It's fine. But you don't wear that being like, oh, this might be real. Hell no, that shit ain't real. But that's okay. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
You wear it because of who's on it, Vegeta.
Exactly. You wear it because it looks cool and who's on it. Not if you try to walk around, Main Street talking about, check out my new. I bought this at the mall for $1,200. No, you didn't.
No, you did. You brought this offline.
Yeah, move that decimal point 2 steps forward, brother.
Oh man.
Oh shit. All right. Well, welcome to the latest episode of Sarat and Chris's Movie Therapy Podcast. It's your boy Sarat, aka Makazi.
And your boy Chris Brown, aka Red Fort Delta. How y'all doing out there?
Well, we got a pretty quick episode today because we're trying to we got real life shit taking over. So we're trying to get it in while we can, trying to backlog and get as much episodes recorded as we can before the holidays come. But sorry, I'm just fixing my damn there we go. Protection shit. But yeah, so I mean, in doing so, it's one of those few moments where we actually just watched the movie and now we're recording where everything's fresh.
Mm-hmm.
And I would actually prefer to do it like this just because I feel like we're more engaged in the story. Seeing how it like off rip. Did you like the movie? This is your movie. Tell the people what movie you picked.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, the movie I picked was A Good Person on Prime, starring Morgan Freeman and some other people.
Florence Pugh.
Yeah. And she was a mom, right?
No, Florence Pugh's the girl.
Oh, okay.
The mom is Molly. That's Molly Shannon. She was.
I know she
superstar. When I get nervous, I put my hands.
Gotcha. Like this. Okay, gotcha. I was like, I know she was acting before, but I couldn't remember what movies.
Florence Pugh played Black Widow's sister.
Oh shit, that's her.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, she was some. Never mind.
Is the hair change maybe?
She was so much more sexy in Black Widow.
Well, yeah, I mean, look at that haircut. She cut her own hair.
Well, she was playing a drug addict too.
Listen. She cut her own hair. She didn't look that sexy. You cut your own hair. You don't look sexy. I feel like it follows a trend.
I should meet her. We might be okay together.
All right. So off rip, did you like the movie?
I did like it.
Why?
It kept my attention. I guess somewhat of relatable situations.
Mm-hmm.
Not much humor, but funny parts in it.
Yeah.
But not trying to be funny, just like
the situations, like the situations are funny, but they didn't play it like they were trying to, make a joke.
Yeah.
Like when Morgan Freeman kicked the dude out the house.
Oh, I was actually talking about the part where he is trying to talk to his granddaughter in the soccer field. And it was like, you don't do that. He's like, she said I ain't got a mom. He's like, oh, well, fuck her.
Here's the thing about Morgan Freeman, though. When he first showed up in the movie, I was like, he got fake teeth? He got dentures? What's going on right now? Because the way he was talking, it looked like he had like Invisalign in his mouth or some shit.
Man, Morgan Freeman been old since 1990 or 1932. Shit.
No, he's literally looked the same since fucking Driving Miss Daisy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I'm telling you, that's why he always plays God in movies. But yeah, let's find the oldest motherfucker on the planet.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
I like the movie too. There
Okay.
was a scene that actually brought me to tears.
Okay.
Yeah, that scene when near the end of the movie where Nathan's talking to her at the table.
In the rehab spot?
Yeah. Just that conversation. I was just like, man, it was, I don't know, it was very heartfelt, very touched the soul, bro.
Yeah.
Made a brother, just like anybody else around?
No, it was definitely a tearjerker, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't, in my opinion, as intense as what was it, 5 Feet Apart that we watched?
Yeah.
Because that was a tearjerker for real. But that, of course, some relatable instances. But even apart, ladies and gentlemen, just to get y'all know we jump around, we jump into the movie, so we go with. I hope you watched it because y'all can keep up with it.
Yeah.
But the part where he has a whole city built and he's talking about the train station and everything.
Yeah.
And he said, down here, everything can be as the way I want it to be.
Yeah. And that's not how life really is.
Yeah. He's like, maybe he said, down here, Olivia would have chose me. Yeah. Down here, my dad would have showed up for me. I was like, damn, that's fucked up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
So what do you think was the big message in this movie?
I think there's a lot of messages, but I really feel like taking ownership.
I can see that. I can see that. I feel like taking ownership of your shit.
Yeah.
But also, everybody grieves and we all don't grieve the same.
Mm-hmm.
It's like there was a lot of people here basically the whole movie is about dealing with trauma.
Yeah.
Everybody, there was an incident that happened and it kind of fractured everybody's relationships. And like, you saw how everybody was, chose to deal with, or not necessarily chose, but was forced to deal with the situation.
Yeah.
Anyways, what you drinking?
Oh, my usual.
We're still drinking. Even though it's a short episode, we still drinking.
I'm gonna do a shot today, maybe 1 or 2. And I'm not really in the mood for this, but I got another Smirnoff Zero raspberry.
Okay, okay. Black raspberry? Is it the black raspberry? Was it just
just red? Regular red. It's period raspberry.
Oh, you only drink it once a month?
Pretty much. And my usual Jack Daniel.
Well, right now today I'm pulling a Chris Brown.
Okay.
And it's not because I'm drinking Jack. I'm not drinking Jack today, but
I was gonna say, it's gotta be Jack Daniel. Let you go. Oh shit!
Oh, it's the paper bag special.
He got the 40-ounce bag.
It's a paper bag special. I got a bunch of nips in here.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna pull one out live on camera. Today we got some Blind Squirrel peanut butter banana whiskey.
Peanut butter banana? Yeah.
Yep.
That don't sound good. Okay.
You ain't never had a peanut butter banana sandwich?
Okay, I actually have.
So what? So how did it taste? I'm sure you didn't like it. You don't even like chili.
Chili's different. But banana on peanut butter toast is actually not bad.
Yeah. And then I also got my
whiskey. I don't know.
Yeah. I also got my berry monkey.
Okay. Oh, so you got some berry too. What kind of berry you got?
Well, I got the blackberry. See that monkey?
All right, too short.
Living my dream.
Yeah, for real.
All right, let's take this in and let's dive in because I actually got a lot to talk about in this movie. Like it's a shorter episode, so we're not going to be able to like maybe get too deep into it.
Yeah.
Which I kind of wish we could because this is a very, very deep movie.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, I mean, it's one of those movies where it's a great story and it's probably not going to do great in movie theaters because it's so heavy.
Mm-hmm.
But for those that actually seek it out and watch it, like this is very adult and like I feel like you could learn a lot from this thing.
No, definitely.
I guess processing trauma in a person's life.
Yeah.
What you drinking in there? Kool-Aid?
I don't even want to get started. I'm dumb. I just got a fresh order of pussy juice. Deliver this.
Tastes like coconut creamer.
Oh gosh.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Cheers. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So
Yeah.
yeah. Cheers, brother.
Yes, indeed.
Mm. Ooh, that's good. That hint of, because you know me, I like my peanut butter whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
That hint of the banana, it's nice.
Really?
Yeah. It really adds a lot to it. All right.
You know what? I just had an idea.
What's that?
I'm gonna get a jug of water, like the water filter that I got in my refrigerator,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna just put a tag that says pussy juice on it. And make me
Yeah, but
drink
then-
more.
I
It'll
know
make me
there
drink
people
more.
want to come. Yeah, people want to come over and just be like, I don't know if I should be, drinking this without like, some penicillin.
But like, keep it hydrated. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, once a month you gotta throw some strawberry extract in there.
Oh man,
Oh shit!
I got a fucking problem.
I know. After you put the strawberry extract, you gotta like just crack it a little bit, so it leaks a little bit.
Get a pad and put it under the nasal.
Every so often, just take some tissue, roll it up, and just stuff it into the nozzle.
They're like, "How you get this water out? Just put a tampon out."
You just gotta change a new one. You gotta put a new one in after.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh shit, we're dumb. Oh,
Yeah,
we're
for real.
fucking idiot.
Yeah. But like I said, if I actually had a gallon that said pussy juice on it, I probably would drink more water.
You can be like the dude. Remember Lil Jon and the East Side Boys?
Crunk juice with a gasoline can.
Yeah. Have pussy juice in a Yeti cooler.
You know what's funny though? I wonder how many people want to taste it. Yo, can you smell that?
I don't know, because they're gonna be curious.
Yeah.
You gotta be all black. You don't know what it looks like.
Yeah, it's the regular H2O.
A little bit. You gotta throw a little bit of salt for the electrolytes.
Hell yeah. Oh man.
All right. So essentially, in this movie, Florence Pugh and the guy Nathan are like engaged, and white girl, black family, and then a car accident happens, and the fiance's brother and sister and brother-in-law end up passing away, and Florence Pugh lives, and that incident alone like sends everybody spiraling in a bunch of different directions.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever witnessed that happen? You've ever seen that happen in your life where you saw something like completely, like you took people who were seemingly cohesive and going in a good direction, and then just something just happens and
yeah, it makes everybody like just kind of lose their own mind in their own way.
yeah, but why? Why do you think that happens?
Like you said, everybody grieves differently. Everybody feels different. Everybody, you have your own emotions, your own self-esteem. Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Which I think is a lot of issues when it comes to other people, because you want them to feel how you feel, and they might just be as hurt as you, but they're going to show it differently.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They might feel the same thing you feel just as intensely, but it's not going to come out the same way.
Yeah.
So I was like, you don't understand me. Well, no, I don't understand how you're acting, but I understand your pain.
Yeah.
You know
I
what
try
I'm
to
saying?
explain that to people. Like sometimes I would try to explain to people, like, they would go through something, and maybe I didn't go through the exact same thing. That same pain that you feel, I've felt before. But because I didn't go through what you went through, you can't fathom the fact that I might understand how you feel.
Yeah.
And I think that's something as you grow older, you start to realize that, like, hey, pain is pain. Like, it fucking hurts. It doesn't matter whether it's your dog dying or your grandpa dying. Like, at some point, that same pain that leaves you in your bed all day, it's fucking strong.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Depression is a motherfucker.
Yeah. You dealt with it?
Definitely.
I have.
I must say, I mean, I have shit.
I know, because you black. You better be depressed. That's like part of the resume.
No, I went to the grocery store, and I walked down.
It was all out of pork chops, and he was depressed.
No, they had the pork chops. They had no oil to fry it in. I was pissed.
Shit.
Oh man, but yeah, definitely, man. I know. Well, you see me go through it. We've been friends for years. I've seen you go through it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just in the more prime example. When I went through it, I was going ape shit fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
When you went through it, you just had to sit by yourself. You
Yeah.
went on hikes. You did everything nature called you.
I
You
did.
know what I'm saying?
I went on that like that. I went on that soccer mom eat, pray, love journey.
I went on fuck everybody. I'm killing everything journey.
I know you went on that. I'm think like a man. I'm gonna fuck everything in front of me, kind of shit. And I'm like, nah, I gotta go deeper.
Yeah.
What's going on with me?
He went to the bottom of the lake. What is it, Lake Minnetonka?
Like Minnetonka.
Yeah, there you go. Oh man.
But no, like okay. So one of the things that was highlighted in this movie that I think doesn't get talked about enough is the dangers of trying to be a friend instead of being instead of doing right by the person, if that makes sense. So in the movie, there's that scene where what was Allison, where she befriends Ryan, because that's the girl, the mother that died, that's the daughter. She befriends her, and she's trying to just talk to her, give her someone to talk to who actually understands. But in doing so, she kind of just becomes more of a friend than of someone who could possibly help her. And when time comes, she kind of I don't know, gets into a situation where she puts that other person in danger. And it's just a matter of like, okay, it's one of those things where it's a bad look to take this person to whatever, this scenario.
Yeah.
You do it because you're trying to be a friend. You kind of feel like you owe it to them, because of her, whatever your role you played in their past trauma.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that gets lost on a lot of people because, they don't realize that like sometimes being that steadfast fucking authority figure is what's needed.
Yeah. One thing I've learned is sometimes everything can't be delivered kind-heartedly. I mean, if I can say this correctly, sometimes you got to Mike Tyson punch somebody.
Yeah. Pull your mic a little closer to your face.
No, should I do something? I did just move it. Did I mess the sound up?
At some you talk for a second there. You talked and it sounded like you was in like a pipe.
Okay.
So, you got to put it up to your mouth. You got to grasp. Look, I didn't even say a whole joke. Chris knows what I'm thinking, and so it's just hilarity ensues. But he don't even.
I don't see no nipple on this thing. Oh man.
Yeah, like it's yes. I mean, it's true. Like sometimes, like not everybody takes in information the same way.
Yeah.
Are you the type that needs something sugar coated? Are you the type that needs that stiff punch?
Hit me where it hurts.
I know because I've known you for so long.
Okay, well, being completely honest, I prefer the sugarcoat because it feels like a conversation versus somebody telling me what to do, and then I can analyze it, think about it, understand it, keep going. However, I need to get smacked in the face.
Yeah. Okay. So why doesn't that sugarcoat hit the same?
Like I said, I caught the Mike Tyson punch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You could be sitting there tap boxing all day long, and as long as you tapping, you got time to think, analyze, put together. But once you get that hit, you're like, holy shit! No, oh wait, I'm going 12 rounds with this guy, right now.
Yeah.
Time out. Stop. I don't want to do this no more. Okay, or you got to fight through it.
Okay, but what is it about that Mike Tyson punch that settles more than someone pulling you aside and be like, hey, maybe you should do it this way and ease you into the scenario? Like, why is it that Mike Tyson punch kind of resonates
more with me? I think because you only have time to react, not think.
Okay.
And your reaction is going to say who you really are.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I get that. I guess when you, I guess when something's sugar coated, you have enough time to think about the scenario, ask yourself, is it worth dealing with?
Yeah.
If it's not worth dealing with, then I'm just gonna let it go, and then obviously history is gonna repeat itself. But when you get that punch, then it's like, oh no, I gotta deal with this now. Like, because if I don't, then it's gonna fucking hurt.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my opinion. You don't got no time to think. You have to react, and how you react is gonna say who you really are. You know what I'm saying?
First of all, completely off topic. Did you know this movie was written and directed by Zach Braff? You know who that is?
I've seen the name, but no, I don't.
You ever seen Scrubs?
Oh, okay. You know what? His picture did show up.
Yeah, the white dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the one that wrote and directed this.
Huh. Okay.
So the reason why I bring that up is because there's a lot of people who are talented in one area, then also show a lot of talent in another area. So like he's an actor, he's a comedic actor, he's funny. I never watched Scrubs. People tell me it's funny.
Yeah.
Maybe not my cup of tea, but I saw Green Garden State and that was good. So then I see this and I'm like, okay, this guy likes telling very human stories. Like what's a movie that's got a very human story to you besides this that really resonates in the old, what's that called? The diabetes heart?
Okay. I never heard that phrase, but okay. You know what? As crazy as it sounds, and I might get backlash for this, but it's like my top 3. Forrest Gump.
For those watching, I got my fingers up. All right, go ahead.
Forrest Gump.
Okay. I thought it was going to be some kind of animated something, because I know you.
Well, if it wasn't Forrest Gump, it was a Big Fish. But even though Big Fish to me has a whole lot of real meaning to it, it's done in such a fantasy way.
Yeah.
Versus Forrest Gump could be somebody's real life.
I think it's more fantasy than real life, but I get what you're saying. But okay, so what is it about these stories? I feel like this type of movie, as much as we watch your Marvels, your DCs, and all these crazy like action adventures, like I feel like movies like this are the ones that really speak to me and you. So what is it about these type of movies that gets Chris Brown salivating besides pork chops?
That white girl's booty on the bed in them drawers.
Oh shit.
When he bit her butt, I was like, go harder.
You're like, this is about to be NC-17. I know it.
Oh man. I will say this though about that scene though. I actually appreciate the fact that it did feel like a real scenario.
Yeah.
Like if you think about it, in a relationship or whatever, and y'all get ready for bed and y'all sit there talking, whatever, she popped the gummies so her speech is slurred. Yep. She's in her night gear. So they looked natural. It didn't look like we're acting right now. And I actually appreciated that about the scene.
Yeah. Hey, people, for y'all listening, porn ain't real sex. And I say that, listen, I say that in a sense that sometimes people will watch movies or films, think that's how things are supposed to be in real life. And it isn't. But this movie, when that interaction felt like a real life. You ever see The Girl Next Door?
Yes.
All right. So there's that scene near the end of the movie where Emile Hirsch and Aletha Cuthbert, where they're leaving the prom or whatever, and they're like having sex in a limousine.
Yeah.
And if that feels like an actual real life scenario, like it feels real. It doesn't feel like they're hamming it up or trying to make it cinematic.
Yeah.
And that's what I appreciate about that scene. It just felt like you had a camera in real life and you just happened to capture this moment versus them setting up this moment for the screen.
Yeah.
Oh.
What'd
you think of Morgan Freeman in this movie? Because like he was an authority figure.
Oh yeah.
And he was the calm voice, but he was also pretty fucked up.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Are you gonna be like him when you get older?
I hope not. Shit.
Old curmudgeon? I mean, you already a young curmudgeon. I'm a young curmudgeon.
What the fuck's a curmudgeon?
You don't know what a curmudgeon is?
No.
Ever seen Up?
Yes.
The old man in Up? His attitude. He's a curmudgeon.
Oh.
Russell, yeah. Just very like, get off my lawn.
Sit on the front porch, yell at the kids, but don't never come out the front door.
Yeah.
No, I hope not. I hope not. I hope I don't. I hope I don't become that grumpy that everything around me is grumpy.
You're already that grumpy.
No, I'm not. I'm just an asshole. There's a difference.
Oh, you're not grumpy, you hangry. I get it. I get it. Yeah, you know it's true. Look, I was scrolling through my phone earlier, right? Because I was trying to find a picture of a friend because it's her birthday.
Mhm.
I found that picture of you staring at Michaela's turkey leg. And I was like,
I swear I hate you for that picture because I can't deny it. Because the thought goes through my head is as soon as she says she's done, I'm on it. As soon as she says she's done, I'm like a fucking dog. Just look in the air. I can taste it. Like, hey,
yeah, bro. It's so like it's direct.
yeah.
Your eyes are just locked on that turkey leg. She's like, yeah. Well, as soon as she dropped that shit, I am gnawing on that motherfucker like a zombie.
There we go, man.
But no, like okay, so with Morgan Freeman, he was a guy who seemed, I guess, from the outside looking in, might seem like he has everything together, but he had a drinking problem that sent him, it kind of just destroyed his relationship with his son. Like, do you ever fear that? I'm asking, like, I'm genuinely asking, do you ever have that fear that, like, because obviously, we've talked about it here before. Yeah, Chris Brown's a functioning alcoholic, getting better, not nearly as bad as he used to be. But do you ever have that moment where you're like, I can't let this thing get a hold of me like that?
Not with alcohol, but in different situations, yeah. I mean, just to be honest with you, for the longest time, I was scared to have kids. Just because I didn't want them to sound like me. Like, no, I need you to be better. So whatever's fucked up on me is gonna live and die with me. It ain't going no further.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But of course, now I'm older, just to understand that even though your children may take on a part of you, they're still gonna be their own person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So just don't be that shitty ass person towards them.
Yeah, I guess sometimes you feel like sometimes you walk into a scenario where you feel like you're doing good or you're doing the right thing, but in actuality, you're just rehashing everything that was done to you.
Yeah.
I feel like that situation can just jump on you at any moment. You don't realize it. Next thing this is a completely different subject, but prime example, I used to think I look nothing like my family. I'll tell you, if somebody said my mom slept with the male band, I'd be like, yeah, because I don't look like my brothers. I don't look whatever. But in recent years, I've seen pictures of me and my dad, and I'm like, God damn, it's almost an uncanny resemblance. So it's one of those things where it's like you don't feel like you're repeating the past, and then next thing you know, you turn around, you're like, oh, like I'm just a mirror image.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I guess for me, like, I don't fear it because there's a lot of good my dad taught me. But like, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna come of me if and when I have kids. Not if, but when I have kids.
Yeah. I feel you. Yeah, I don't know. Just I guess we back to Morgan Freeman's character. What did he say? His dad didn't come and get him, but offered him. He fell asleep outside in the snow.
Yeah, so long that he had an inch of snow.
First of all, how you leave somebody outside like that? That's fucked up. The alcohol keep him alive.
First of all, it's a black dude. He ain't surviving in that snow.
Shit.
He ain't surviving if it's chilly.
But he said the next morning he offered him a beer, and once he started, he didn't stop.
What do you think? What is that? I feel like you can relate to that more than I. What is that like? That feeling like is it a coping mechanism or is it just that's how he dealt with this shit, so that's how I'm gonna deal with this shit?
In my opinion, I have no proof of this. I feel like people that are users, whether it's alcohol, weed, pills, whatever, you're lacking something somewhere.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, now, you can have your first shot, this little ass drink right here, and it might fill a hole or a void in you that's the same size as that shot glass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But what I've come to learn, and this is no theory, it's just my own brain working. you keep trying to refill that hole. And while you're trying to refill it, you're making it bigger, which is why you keep drinking or abusing more.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
So when it gets to that point, and I'm like, you know me, where you gotta stop or you want to stop, that hole is so goddamn big.
Yep.
How do you close it back up? You should have stopped at the shot versus the bottom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because like I mean, he had that. Okay, so Morgan Freeman had that scenario happen to him. That Florence Alley, she had the situation, but she had it happen with pills.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you could see with her, she was just fighting the responsibility of feeling like this was my fault. Like I was the one that was in control of the moment, and she was fighting that the entire time to the point where she goddamn almost down a whole bottle of fucking
Oxycodone. Yeah.
It's like I've never had that moment happen in my life where I felt like I needed to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But I've gone through depression. I've gone through depression to the point where I felt like I couldn't get up off the floor, and like, man, I can't imagine what it feels like to be driven to that point where it feels like death is better than the scenario I'm in.
Mm.
I've always had the personal wherewithal to feel like I'm strong enough to get out of any situation. I don't know why I have that, but I always feel like no matter how bad a situation is, like I can get out of it. Maybe to my detriment, because that's one where it's like, you might need help, but you're like, no, I can handle it. I can handle it.
Mm.
But maybe that's part of the, two sides of the same coin.
I mean, my belief is you need support.
Mm-hmm.
Like some way. Because if you can't be real with yourself, you need somebody to be real with you.
What if you believe you're being real with yourself, but you're really not?
That's why you need somebody to be real with you. Somebody to Mike Tyson you.
So someone you trust who's gonna tell you the truth, and then you're actually gonna like listen
to it. Yeah.
Because I feel like if anybody just tells you, you can be like, yeah, you know what the fuck you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Get out of my face, go eat a sandwich, relax.
Yeah, you should get your sandwich.
but if someone you trust is sitting there and be like, hey man, calm the fuck down right now, like you're out of pocket. Yeah, I guess you can be like, all right, if he's telling me, then
yeah.
That's why I got you.
Yeah,
I don't know how many situations I've been in where you've had to tell me that. I feel like it's the other way around, but
yeah.
But you were there. No. You were there when I was at my lowest, and I appreciate the fuck out of that.
Definitely, like I said, likewise. No, matter of fact, change subject real quick. Morgan Freeman had one of the best lines in the movie that I'd never heard before.
What's that?
Comparison is the thief of joy.
You never heard that before?
Mm-mm.
I've heard that so many times.
Really?
Yeah.
I never heard that. If I did, I don't remember.
So why did it resonate with you?
Because I feel like a lot of people spend so much time, even though I know I used to do it a lot growing up, and I know I don't do so much anymore, but every once in a while I still might find myself comparing myself to somebody else or something else. And when you're doing that, you spend so much time looking at what they have or what you don't have, or what you have, what they don't have, because it's going to do one of the things. It's going to make you feel like you're lower than them or better than them.
Yeah.
But you're missing the fact that you can just be having fun, regardless. Like the joy of it. You know what I'm saying?
You're missing out on the moment because you're comparing yourself to what someone else is doing in that same moment.
Yeah.
And then you don't realize that other person might be living it up, and that's why they're feeling the way they feel, or they have what they have. I've heard that before, because like you get a lot of people who like in business or in work or whatever, you can sit there and you'll work hard and you'll sit there and see how much someone else has, and you're like, no, I should have that. Why don't I have that? And for the lay person, you become a hater. You just become a hater.
Yeah.
No, it's just, okay, I don't like this person simply because they have what I want. He had this other line in the movie. Not wasn't a line, but it was his tattoo.
Oh, yeah.
The motherfucker down.
Amor Fati or something like that?
Yeah. And it basically means, it was Latin, and it means love your fate.
Yeah.
I thought that was fucking, I literally was like, I might actually get that tattooed on.
Look, I thought the same shit. Like, no, like love, just love what's going to happen.
Yeah. Okay. So what does that make you feel? Because I'm curious, because that's a very bold fucking statement.
It is. I mean, and the reason why I loved it for myself personally is just knowing the life that I've lived. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's just knowing just sometimes we're fatal. You know what I'm saying? Could have been. And it's just like sit back wondering, how did I get here? Or why am I not there? Whatever. They like love your fate. If this is what's supposed to happen to you, love it. Yeah. Now, granted, it might happen to you because you did something stupid, but love it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's your fate. You know.
Yeah, I took it as this thing where it's like, you know, you're not in control of what happens to you. You're only in control of how you react to the situation. Mm-hmm. So there's some things that might happen to you that need to happen to you, but are fucking heartbreaking and like devastating. Mm-hmm. But they need to happen for you to become who you really are. So love those moments because they're gonna turn you into who you truly need to be. And you get those people who are like fighting against their past. Like they're fighting to hide whatever happened to them. They're fighting to distance themselves. And it's like, no, man, fucking own that shit, because whatever happened, you know, cultivated your point of view so that you became who you are now. And if you're someone who you deem successful, you know, owe some of that to that point of view that was created because of the shit you went through.
Yeah.
You know?
Definitely.
I mean, Chris could have been a football coach, but he isn't. He's a truck driver now because I know you did a lot of draft when you was younger.
No, I was waiting for the punchline. I was like, where's he going with this? Where's he going with this?
Yeah, because Chris he's done a lot of like scouting for draft picks, you know, front lines, offensive lines, some right tackles, left tackles, centers.
There ain't nothing wrong with taking one for the team. Somebody's got to do it. Might as well be me. See, what you failed to realize is I was making sure everybody else had the best piece of the pie. Just saying.
See, that's spoken like a true fat kid. You just wanted some pie. You didn't care what flavor it was. You just wanted some.
Nope. I made sure everybody around me got the best piece. You know what I'm saying? If you got a cheesecake here, and you know the ones you see at Pumps, whatever, they got the different flavors to it, and they all look good. But you got that one piece of, yo, what the fuck is this shit doing here? Give me that one. I'll take it. Let everybody else have their fun. You know what I'm saying? This is fucking terrible. Oh shit!
All right. So there's one person I want to talk about in this movie that I'm curious about your point of view.
Okay.
So the daughter, Ryan.
Okay.
Right? She's someone who, you know, was on the straight and narrow, headed towards Stanford or whatever, and then she loses her parents, and she kind of, you know, not necessarily goes down a spiral, but just almost becomes unruly. Like, are you scared of that? Are you scared that like because you got kids, I don't. Are you scared that a decision you make today is gonna come back to bite you in 10 years?
Honestly, I used to be heavily.
But now?
I just realized as my own person and thinking the way that I think, I mean, granted, you can blame somebody for your childhood up until you're 16, 18, 25, 32, whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
But eventually, it's your life. That might have been what happened.
Yeah.
But what did you do when you got on your own? Yeah. Did you keep that shit going or did you try to change it? You know what I'm saying? So when I say I used to feel that way heavily from some decisions I made, I say this is going to bite me in the ass. And then I realized, you know what? One of my favorite lines from Tombstone, it's just life. No matter how we live, it's just life. Yeah. And you're in control of your own. You can want to blame somebody no matter what, but eventually, is that person the same person when you turn 30 years old and making you not want to get up and go to work?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or do whatever? Nah, that's on you now. You can't keep blaming. You take how you was raised or whatever happened and you deal with it, but you take ownership for yourself. Okay. You know?
Yeah.
That's not. Yeah.
I feel that.
So I don't fear it no more. Where it's just like I made decisions. If it comes down to it, I can explain it. But if that time or that day does come where I have to explain it, that means you're old enough to talk about it. So it means you're old enough to do something about it too.
Goddamn, that's a cold ass line. If you're old enough to talk about it, you're old enough to do something about it. Okay. Goddamn. Goddamn, put that shit on a fucking fortune cookie. Goddamn. Holy shit. I've never heard it said that way, but that makes a lot of sense because there's a lot of people who are old enough to talk about their past trauma, who will vent about their past trauma, saying, the reason why I do this is because of this in life. But that's almost like skirting responsibility. Like at some point you got to be like, yeah, but you're choosing to do that.
Yeah.
You can choose to you know what's causing it. So you can choose to do something differently. Prime example. Okay, so in the movie, you know, they go to the club. They go to this is one of the scenes that is the most meaningful to me because Ryan wants to go down into the city to go meet her 20-year-old, you know, boy toy.
Yeah.
And then, you know, Allison, again, she should be an authority figure. She knows, you know, what's going on, but she's trying to be a friend to this girl because she feels like she's played a hand in, she played a hand in why she feels the way she does. Then when they get there, you know, she brings out the ex-boyfriend or the ex-fiance and the new girlfriend because she's, you know, trying to fix things. And long story short, there's a lot of moments where people are trying to fix the situation instead of growing and learning from the situation. Like, how does that feel to you? Because I feel like at some point in life, like it's not about when you go through shit like this, it's not about fixing the situation. It's about learning from the situation and growing from it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
If you're trying to fix a table, you're trying to make it look like it was never broken. But certain things like this, like you can't make them feel like they're not broken because the residue is always going to be inside.
Yeah.
You can forgive, but you can't forget.
Yeah.
So like, what do you take in that situation? How would you feel if you showed up at the club and, you know, your ex showed up with the new boyfriend?
So the new boo. If it's a girl, but oh wait, really, baby, we can talk. You know what I'm saying?
You like open relationships.
Oh man, she showed with Jethro. I'm like, oh fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
But nah, he looked like he needs a clean. He needs a fucking sanitizing wipe. Man,
I guess because I've been in a situation like that, and I'm sure you have too, where you actually not necessarily feel like you can fix the situation, but like you see it opening, you see an opportunity, you're like, you know what? This doesn't have to be this way.
Yeah.
If I can set this up and these two people, whatever, can work this out, it'll be good for everybody.
Yeah.
And they're doing it, and it's just like World War III, and you're like, well, that didn't go too well.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, they're both attacking you. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah.
Like, I was trying to help you two shitty motherfuckers. Fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying? But
I mean, but do you blame the other person for being like, hey man, what the fuck? Like, I don't blame the other person for being upset because you don't understand what this scenario does to my brain.
Yeah.
You're just in your childish mind, you know, oh, if we see each other, we'll fall back in love again. And, you know, my mom thought y'all two should have been together forever, whatever. That's how it should be. But you don't realize that, like, there's a lot of muddy waters before it's clear. And you got to get through that shit.
Matter of fact, speaking of that scene, I feel like that scene was played out perfectly. Because he played it off trying to be, quote unquote, the bigger person. He was like, her actions might be misunderstood. He said something like that. I can't remember what he said.
She may. I think we're the victims of, you know,
good intentions. That's what he said.
Good intentions. Yeah.
Yeah. So he took it on like, it's fucked up, but I understand what was trying to happen. And she took it like, this shit is fucked up. Fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying? And that's usually how it goes in real life.
But do you blame her for feeling that way?
No, not at all. I don't blame either one of them. It just depends on the people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Because in the movie, like, they kind of blame, like, these people blamed her for the death of her mom and dad. So, like, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these people, you know, befriended me in order to just stab me in the back later on. And I think that's how she felt. She felt like this girl was just, you know, getting close to me just to fuck with me in that moment.
In her mind, like they said, they thought Nathan was his best version of himself when he was with her. They
Yeah.
were good together, but shit got fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I've said this before, people are your people. We are our own biggest enemy.
Yeah.
We will sabotage ourselves because of what we think about
Yeah.
ourselves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I think when you have to step out of your own self and see a situation for what it is, I think that's when the most growth can happen with a person. So easy to step into your own emotions and let a scenario, take over and then cause you to become either reckless or a danger. But when you step out of a situation and be like, okay, like what's the best case scenario for everyone right now, including yourself? Like, you can be angry and you can, throw a fit and do whatever, but is that really what's best for you, or is what's best for you to come to grips with what life is giving you right now and moving on?
Love your fate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, you ever wanted to build one of those train sets in your house?
I never actually wanted to build one, but it does look interesting, like a fun hobby to have.
Bro,
I just feel like I get like 3/4 of the way through and be fuck this shit. I'd be too damn pissed off at the little details.
First of all, that's actually a bucket list thing of mine. One of my dreams. Sorry, this is nerd Surratt right now. One of my dreams is to have a room in my house that's dedicated to a train set like that, where I could build my own city. I'll put the basketball Hall of Fame there. Fucking Mardi Gras over here. You know what Mardi Gras is. Just all the things of like, I've always wanted that. When I saw that shit in the movie, I was like, oh goddamn. When they explained it the way in the movie, like he built this train set. In his mind, he controls the fate here.
Yeah,
things were supposed to happen. Yes. I don't know, maybe that's why I write. I write because in doing so, this is holy shit. This is okay. This is me delving into my brain.
Hey, put it out there.
I think me writing is me delving into my past and seeing moments in my life and seeing how would I have wanted things to turn out, and then letting it play out in a story, and then that scenario gets to live out. For example, when we first started hanging out and shit like that, I was dating a girl from New Hampshire, and when we broke up, it was fucking very random. It was just we were. Valentine's Day, I was the love of her life. 2 weeks later, I hung out with my ex-boyfriend, and I feel like he's the guy I need to be with, so we broke up. That was what happened. And in my head, I was just like, that's that scenario of her going back with her ex-boyfriend, and she got with him, she got pregnant, whatever, all this shit. And I wrote this story, or this treatment for a story where, like, for me, I was 8 months of her life. So so I'll put it out there right now. I wrote this treatment where the title of the story was "The Summer That I Loved Him."
You said you wrote this treatment. It's interesting.
Yeah, the treatments. So it's like you write like the summaries of the chapters and shit like that. But so it was called "The Summer That I Loved Him." And it's a scenario where, like, because in stories like this, the guy is always the fucking villain for some reason. Like the girl can't be a piece of shit. Yeah, like fuck you and your blonde hair. Anyway, but no, in the story, like the guy was like just a guy who wanted to give her the best of whatever he had, and she was dealing with so much other shit in her life that it kind of fractured everything. And it's like, she gets to a point where she realizes, nah, I need to be with that guy that dedicated himself to me. And when she ran to him, the moment had passed. She just had to live in that, not live with the regret, but live with the choice of like, hey, like, don't like turn a blind eye to these good things that come in your life, because they're fleeting and you might not get it again. So I don't know what the fuck that story was about, but I don't know why I said all that shit. But
basically saying how you comparing how you write to the trains to Train City or whatever. where it's like you can
Train City.
I can't shit. I can't shit. Keep up, goddammit. The model train set he had.
Okay, yeah. So it was my way of dealing with
your reality
by
making it into a fantasy.
Now, 2023 Sarah, I look at that, I'm like, hey, why did you write that story as if you were the hero? I mean, I'll say for a fact, I didn't do anything in that situation. Just it kind of went its way on its own. But like, why did you do that? And then I was like, okay, maybe in my head, I always view myself as the hero. Why am I always the hero? And then I had to deal with that, savior complex that I have in my life, which I still have and I need to deal with. But
I understand.
How about you? You ever had a scenario in your life where you just had to get out how you felt in any way possible? You sing,
yes.
I heard you do.
I like karaoke. I can say I can sing. I like karaoke. Karaoke's fun.
Yeah, but like, I'm sure. Okay, so first of all, you black. So,
say you mean?
No, I'm saying. I'm sure you've written a song or written some raps at some point in your life.
Yeah, definitely. I used to read a lot of poetry. No, I call it poetry. Mine was poetry. It wasn't raps or fucking songs and shit.
But I'm saying, like, I'm sure you've written something that like got your emotions out. Like, you ever had a scenario where you just had to write out how you felt in that moment, like that?
Oh, definitely. Shit. Especially on my drunk nights when I'm just like lost in the sauce and deep down that rabbit hole. I don't need to be there. It's like shit. I might see something or something trigger something. Yep. And it's like it hurts too much to think about. So I got to get up my system.
Yeah.
So I just get to writing, and however it comes out. Most of the stuff I write when I'm drunk like that, I don't even read. I usually throw it away.
Really?
No, I know I've sent you some things.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I usually just toss it out after. I don't want to go back and read what my drunk thoughts were saying.
Why not? Because it's part of you. Why not? If you're hidden from your drunk thoughts 9 out of 10 times, why not go back and read your drunk thoughts later on in life? Maybe not right now, but in a couple of years, go back and be like, oh, this is how I felt in this moment.
Look, I've actually done that. Okay, not drunk thoughts, but just like writing. I used to.
Why did you?
Shit, I don't know.
I say that as someone who used to journal and stopped myself. So I'm asking you.
I think life, man. Just like, I ain't gonna say not having time to write. It just didn't seem as important anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Or no, I'm lying. I'm gonna be real with you. You find other things to learn how to get it out your system.
Okay, I'll agree with that.
I'll be real with you.
I stopped journaling because I felt like I was only writing when I was upset. And that's the wrong way to go. Because then you'll look back and you'll be like, my goddamn, I was a fucking angry ass motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like, these motherfuckers got my orange chicken order wrong. Like, it's just, I just felt like I was only writing when I was upset. And I think that's the wrong way to go about it. You got to write all the time. So then you can see that, like, hey, maybe life felt terrible at some moments. It was also really good, No,
I think, I don't know why this is so hard for human beings. It's that old saying, you can do 99 great things and one bad thing, and that one bad thing shadows everything.
I don't think that's how the quote goes, but go ahead.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, why is it as human beings, we always lean more towards the negative? Why is the negative that much more heavier than all the positive shit that you've done?
I feel like it's because in those moments, you were inadequate.
Okay.
And so as if you do something and you're great at it, it's cool. The people that tell you you're great, it's awesome. But the moment someone tells you, hey, in this moment, you were inadequate, you weren't good enough, all you want to do is become good enough. That's how I feel. Like, I feel like the reason why moments like that really resonate in a person's mind is because, everyone not necessarily wants to be perfect, but everyone wants to be the best version of themselves for the people they love. And when they're told you are not in this moment, you weren't the best version, all you want to do is correct that. Okay.
And this might not make no sense, but do you think that's how Michael Jordan felt And the reason why I say that is because obviously, he's, in my opinion, the greatest player to ever play the game. In my opinion.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
But he stopped to play baseball for a while, and he wasn't so good.
Okay, so
and he was like, "Nah, fuck that. I gotta get back to being great." You know what I'm saying? Do you think he felt that way?
No, I think he ran the baseball because he was like, and this is just my speculation.
Mm-hmm.
I think in that moment he was like, basketball is bringing nothing but heartache and danger to me. And this, the reason why I say that is because in those moments, it's widely known this motherfucker had a gambling problem. Motherfucker, and his dad was murdered.
Yeah.
Now we don't know why his dad was murdered, but if a motherfucker got a gambling problem, then all of a sudden your dad gets murdered, you can correlate. I don't know what the fuck happened, but in that scenario, he might have just wanted to walk away from this thing he loved because he also felt like I love it, but this is the reason why I lost someone I love.
Interesting.
And then maybe he got to a point where he was like, no, I can still have this thing I love, but I got to get this other thing in check. That's how I feel.
Well, he went to play baseball. I was like, what? The money, the what? Nah, fuck that.
Yeah, but just because you black, you ain't a good athlete. Get the fuck out of here. You're just a good basketball player.
He was like, the checks are doing what? I don't get the Witty Secrets no more. I don't get this Hanes and hot dog endorsement. The fuck out of here. Bulls, let's go. I need this money.
I don't know. I feel like going back to the movie, I feel like, when trauma comes into someone's life, again, it deals with it differently.
Yeah.
In this movie, at one point, they had to lash out at each other. Everybody had to tell each other how they truly felt. Hold on. I gotta take a piss. Fuck.
Seriously?
Fuck. Hold on. Because I got some. I
know where you're going with this.
Like profound to say, but give me 2 seconds.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt this for Jack Daniels. This fucking guy, I swear, he needs to get a fucking catheter or something and just put it on while we're recording. It's just terrible. What was that? Was that a fart?
What?
Was that a fart?
Did I fart?
Did it sound like it?
I'm not in control of my movements right now or my bodily functions. Look, so if I farted, excuse me.
Look,
just know, don't smell bad.
I thought, the fuck out of here, you're Asian.
Yeah, it smells like soy sauce and fucking
kimchi.
Star anise. You're just mad because your farts smell like fucking cocoa butter and
cocoa butter fried chicken and Jack Daniels. Shit.
But no, okay, so there's that scene where when they're leaving the club or they're leaving the house, sorry. And Allison just had some heroin. Again, Samuel Jackson, or what was his name?
Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, whatever.
What the fuck?
Black.
I hope they see this part of the clip. I hope somebody be like, "Yo, these motherfuckers think you look the same."
No, I was trying to remember his name in the movie, like David or something.
Daniel,
because she kept calling him Daniel, that's some in a black family, if you call an older person by their first name, But and then Ryan, she's like, fucking, I would assume drugged. In this scenario, like everybody's incapacitated and you kind of got everyone's real feelings out. And I feel like those moments need to happen as much as we try to, because in that moment, you saw that everyone was trying to fix their problems from the past. They weren't trying to grow and learn and grow from them. They were trying to, hey, maybe if I act nice to this girl, then maybe the Lord will atone for the shit that I did to my son. Maybe if I befriend this little girl, maybe the Lord will atone for her parents dying in the car with me. And the little girl, maybe if I, correct this girl's love life, maybe then I can atone for, the way I'm treating my dad, and my life can get more on track. It was everybody trying to do right by everyone else instead of learning from the situation and then, growing from it. How did that situation make you feel?
If I kept up with what you were saying, he says a part when they're at the house, at the party, whatever. Nathan says to his dad, Morgan Freeman, if you do this, you lose everything.
Yeah.
He's already lost everything. And he said, but we have no more time. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like, okay, yeah, you might have lost me from back then. You lost your daughter. You still got your granddaughter.
Yeah.
But if you do this right now, we have no time to fix it.
Yeah.
That's some cold shit.
Okay, but in that situation, it's like you're saying we have no time to fix it. Like, should they be trying to fix it? This is the thing that's fucking with me. I feel like everybody was trying to fix the situation instead of trying to heal from the situation. No, you got one girl trying to just befriend a little girl because in doing so, maybe she won't have to feel the heartache of, you know, being responsible for her friend's death. And then I swear to God, did you hear that?
Yeah. That shit was loud as fuck.
Yeah, my laundry got delivered.
What?
Some rich white people shit.
Get the fuck out of here, dude.
Some rich white people shit.
Nah, fuck that.
Fuck you.
Nah, fuck that. No.
Listen, I don't have a clothes hanger.
Get the fuck out of here.
Townhouse. I don't have a clothes hanger.
You got a fucking banister outside, hang him over it.
Listen, I don't have that fresh Alabama air.
Look.
It's just smog here.
Look.
Smog and fucking Mickey Mouse.
Look, you just fucked me up with that. You are fucking Asian. All you guys run the fucking cleaners. All of y'all.
Hey, listen, I got to keep the motherfuckers in business, right?
You can do this
I'm
shit.
doing right by my Asians. Listen, if I partake, go, you know, buy, you know, you ever heard the phrase buy black?
Yes,
Yeah,
but
buy from small black businesses. Well, I'm small Asian businesses.
you know you can do that shit yourself. You watch that shit in the toilet like fucking jail. Hell yeah. And that should be coming out fresh and clean, hang it up over the bathtub, let it dry, iron it with some starch and everything. What's that good starch? Shiny wrote the damn shit.
Bro, no, listen, if I wash it in the toilet, it come out smelling like asparagus, bro. All right.
I can't believe your laundry got delivered. You just fucked me up with that one. You do a whole lot of shit that's not Asian.
No.
You lost your whole Asian card with this one. I'll talk a bunch of shit, but you don't get no rice or ramen no more ever in your life as of today. Fuck no. You better stick to fucking cheese sandwiches.
Listen, I'm a busy man. Okay, I need to be judicial about my time.
Look, I got some other shit I could say, but I'm gonna leave that off the podcast.
I know I know exactly what you're gonna say too. Listen, trying to be judicial about the time. Okay, I got gear to make, a household to run. I'll let someone else take care of the laundry. Just because you got 3 shirts, okay? Just because you all of a sudden wearing a fucking Louis Vuitton Vegeta shirt, don't mean you have that all the time. You got like a gray shirt, a red shirt, and a blue shirt.
Hey,
out of here.
They work. They work.
They doing a lot of work because they stretch the fuck.
So, and the fun part about it is they came from the dollar store, so I can always go buy 3 more for $3.13 because tax.
Listen, I'm Asian. I got too much clothes. All my clothes made in Cambodia, so I'm just trying to keep my cousins in.
Oh my god!
All right.
Oh, this is terrible.
All right. It's okay. It's time. I gotta get going because we got.
Look, we was going somewhere important. I know we was, but that shit just fucked me up when you said your laundry got delivered. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
All right. Final thoughts on A Good Person. Like, what was your biggest takeaway from this movie?
My biggest takeaway?
Yeah.
I probably said it before, but taking ownership, man. Like, stop trying to find something to blame something on when you clearly know it's your fault. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then even with that being said, it's the flip side. Even if something is your fault, don't bury yourself in it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it could be a catch-22. So so it's like you can be like, it's my fault. Fuck it, I did it. No, don't do that. But if it's your fault, but you know what? Yeah, I looked at my phone a little too long.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was trying. You know what I mean? But yeah, just take ownership. You know, like I said, which I didn't realize what I said after I said it. If you can talk about it, you can do something about it.
Yeah. So for me, I think my biggest takeaway is for people out there, don't think that don't think it's a matter of a checklist. If you do something wrong, you can check off 35 things and that'll negate the other thing. Because I felt like in this movie, it was a lot of people going, well, if I do this, then that'll atone for what I did here. Like, again, take ownership of what you've done and then just grow further. Stop trying to equalize everyone's trauma in your life. Just learn from it and grow.
That's cool. Stop trying to equalize everybody else's trauma with your own.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
we're all dealing with shit that no one else knows about. Everyone. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't give a fuck if you 2 years old and you worry because the dog ate your snack. Everyone's dealing with some shit that no one else knows about. And understand that. So when you see someone acting out, stop. Second, and just really think about the situation before you react.
Yeah.
Chris, Mr. Overreactor all the time.
Don't trust them new niggas over there.
In your case, you got army fatigues and you can hide in the woods. We ain't think about that.
Oh man.
All right. So that's the latest episode of Sarat and Chris's Movie Therapy Podcast. Once again, it is your boy Sarat, aka Makazi.
And your boy Chris Brown, aka Red Ford Delta. Check out A Good Person, Amazon Prime. You might like it.
Yeah, it's a very good. It's heartfelt. If you're in need of a heartfelt movie, check it out.
Yeah.
All right. Peace.